this going and the microphone, and there was a stupid echo. Plus, I found out some more information, and thank you to Snork, or Mitch, for helping me with this, because I was trying to figure out why the fuck wouldn't you want to make this hunter um, oversight um, committee, the Committee on Oversight and Accountability hearing, which is scheduled for the 13th. Why wouldn't you want to make this public? I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, why isn't it still a hearing? Well, Snork gave me the 411 on it, and thank you very much for that, Snork. Because I was like, what the fuck, man? We need to get this, you know. And I want these guys to do their job. I'm sick of them working for the globalists and the lobbyists and the special interests and all the shit. You know, Citizens United people, get rid of it. Nobody fucking cares, it seems like. Anyway. Yeah, so let me go to here and get to this, what Snork said. And this is, I took this out of the comments. And I was saying, well, why aren't they doing the public? I mean, what's the difference? And he said in an open testimony the Dems also get half the time. Then case is pretty much limited because they have to make it shorter. If he goes open testimony only, then you could see 20 crimes just become one, which has happened in the past. And I looked that up. But as I was going through the processes of how this all fucking works, just to let you know, there's a lot out there. There's a bunch of fucking committees with the House of Representatives. There's agriculture, small business. There's ethics. The one that's going after him is the Oversight and Accountability Committee, which seems to be up there the most, which, all of them need to be up there. Veteran Affairs. I mean, there's tons of judicially. I mean, this is an ethics violation. These are oversight. There's a lot of stuff going on. Foreign affairs violations, Homeland Security violations. Everything should be. There's a lot of things that intertwine with this when it comes to working with our supposed non-allies and doing business deals with, because your dad's a sitting vice president. So let me just jump back to here so you can kind of see where I'm at here. So right here, Snork says, and thank you, Snork, for this, by the way. Oh, he's at work. Oh, Cheryl's at work. Okay, darn it. Oh, hey, Cheryl. You're in an early. I'm at. One can't type while eating a burrito. That's for one thing. That's very important to know that, Snork. Thank you very much. Okay. Since there is a limited time for questions, he can delay with stupid answers and run the clock out. Remember Bill Clinton? What is the meaning of this? I mean, yeah, when that happened, he did the same thing. So this could be easily turned into a circus. So the deposition is important because that is a binding, as I looked it up, with what these guys want to do, right? And it's real simple. Here's the letters. This is just some more information that they found out about the business dealings that were happening, China, Burisma, all this stuff. It's just really revealing to see what is going on. And then I'm going to try to get this on here with my, I think I got it. Let me see, paint. There it is. Yay. All right. So, dear Mr. Lowe, that's Hunter's attorney in the firm. He's the lead attorney, attorney for Hunter Biden. We received your letter dated November 28, 2023 concerning the deposition subpoenas issued to your client, Robert Hunter Biden. We appreciate your confirmation that Mr. Hunter Biden will be available and will willingly testify on December 13th, pursuant to the terms of the subpoena. The rules of the House of Representatives and the respective committee rules. This testimony will occur initially in a deposition setting. This is a good idea. You don't want this public. You can do anything public later, but doing this now is the way to do it. Because then you, like Stork's saying, it just turns into a circus out there. It's just for sound bites and bullshit. I've gone over this billions of times with these hearings. But if you can get this guy to rake him over the coals on one question at a time, and you can alter the question or change the question so that he either has to answer it or he can say no comment or plead the fifth or whatever he's going to do. But here's the situation with having a deposition is that stuff is recorded. The better thing about it is one question they can ask over and over and over again in different ways to get either the answer they're looking for. This happened to Trump a few years ago. Remember, they did the same thing to him. They did the same thing. So now they're complaining that they're not going to let Hunter do the public. Well, most people don't realize is the public is just a dog and pony show. This fucking pretty much proves it outright. This pretty much proves that the hearings that are in public are just bullshit. They don't really fucking do anything. But if you could, which is weird, and it shouldn't be that way, because if somebody's coming up to testify or present information that could be criminally damaging against them, there should be a judge. There should be a jury sitting close. 12 fucking people, right on, just put them up there in the bleachers. Just let them watch what the fuck's going on. Not too far away. You want them close enough. But the system itself just seems flimsy. Am I right? Yeah. So they want him to come back. They want him to be there and make sure that he's there on that day. Let me get there. So and they want to make sure they have time to question him on everything. They won't have that kind of time, as you can see, if you go to the, if you go right here, I'm going to go right there. Here we go. Okay, we're not going there. What just happened there? Hold on. I had it, and then it disappeared. There it is. They have 5 minutes to say their piece, to do their question, whatever the case may be. And then they decide whether he's going to answer, and he's just going to, he's going to confer with his attorney, and his attorney's going to say, I don't recollect, I don't recall, this doesn't make any sense to me. It's just going to be baloney. But if you can get him in a deposition where they're recording it and you can take longer and be more specific and re-question, which journalists don't do anymore. They don't have follow-up questions ever. I haven't seen a fucking I haven't heard of a follow-up question or a re-follow-up question from a follow-up question in, 20, 30 years. Right? So this is where that would happen. And there they could get him. They could have all this and come back out and say, okay, let's do your public now. What do you got? Yeah, we're going to see what's going to happen with this, but it's still not what's going to put this guy in jail. Okay? As far as I can tell, it's not under the court of the great thing about the deposition, though, from all the witnesses and all the people that are going to be called in, the great thing about what's going to happen with that, let me get to it real quick so you guys know what the hell I'm talking about. Here it is right there. Right there. The great thing about this thing is it's going to, they're going to have more ammunition after it's said and done. Because he's avoiding to do the deposition. He knows that the deposition is going to be a real big pain in the ass. That's why he doesn't want to do it. And he's trying to get his pedo Joe White privilege to not do it. So he's trying to slip away from this. I'm still not sure if this guy's going to show up for the deposition. Right? They're going to find some way to keep him away. And if they keep him away from any of these questions where he's legally being subpoenaed by Congress, when most of us would have to fucking show up, well, you'd have a tank in your doorstep or an aircraft carrier parked on the lake behind you saying, oh, you better show up, bro. Right? That's going to happen. So this guy has to fucking show up. And if he gets to the point where he doesn't, then that's revealing. That's like an automatic. It's automatic that he's guilty. That's an automatic. Because Trump showed up. He spent hours and hours and days, like a week or month or so, a while, in regards to their depositions in private that they revealed immediately afterwards, but didn't have much information in regards to it anyway. Which I can show. I'm not going to get into all that. So that's what's happening. It is a good thing to do the private. It is if they want to do the public, do the fucking public. But once they do the private, they're going to have everything, pretty much what they need. Right? Would you be able to divulge or present any other information to prove that this isn't the case? I would love to be there. And I hope these questions are not just basic, what were you doing on this day? Do you have proof that you were there? Do you have any photos, anything like that you weren't at this specific location on this certain day? Because it's showing according to the longitude and latitude of this text message that is your phone and you were at this place. And it also shows because they may have more information. But the biggest problem with this entire thing is the FBI is holding back a ton of information. The Department of Justice, Department of Homeland Security, all of them. There's so much information out there. Anthony Weiner's freaking laptop. Hunter Biden's laptop. Okay, all these things are just no, we don't know where it is. We don't. This is just, it needs to, the scrutiny needs to be severe amongst all these people, left and right. Left and right, right? We're tired of the fucking bullshit. We want people handcuffed for the shit they started in fucking early 2020 with people are calling it the COVID oppression. Not depression, oppression, as in being oppressed. Tyrannically authoritarian type oppression. And it happened to many. Anyway, that's pretty much what I have. Yeah, they want to do that. Just go with it. If anybody has any problems, they don't understand what's going on, just explain to them. They need the time. You don't want them coming out saying, oh, this happened and I don't recall, and that's it. You want them to be able to continue asking the question maybe in a different way. Maybe, I'll just give you one example. Gosh dang it. The one example that I have is Rand Paul was questioning Anthony Fauci. Did you da-da-da-da-da? No, I didn't. Okay, and then he just moved on to the next question. No. We want proof. We want an actual attorney, prosecuting type attorney, asking these questions. If these guys are just politicians just going up there and creating a show, then this is not going to pan well for anybody. We need to know the truth. That's however it comes out, I want to know what really happened. Bobulinski, I want to know, this guy came out and said a bunch of stuff a long time ago. But now he's going back and he's subpoenaed and he's got his attorneys and he's going to go back and start, divulging information. A lot of people are going to start doing that. And it needs to start happening soon. We need it sooner. We need it a long time ago. But when you have the FBI, the Department of Justice, and you have the Homeland Security and every other fucking department under the Biden administration, hiding, concealing, running, tucking away, pontificating, just concealing. I think I already said concealing information that would benefit this country. Yeah, we need to know the truth now. They've already fucked up the country enough. We need to know what the fuck is going on. Allah. Thank you for listening. Yes, deposition first and bring them out in public and then see what happens. Allah.